The Dallas Mavericks have found their hidden gem at the conclusion of the NBA draft. And as we all know, the Dallas Mavericks were obviously going to select Cooper Flagg with the number 1 overall pick. But even after selecting Cooper Flagg, Nico Harrison was trying desperately to get back into the draft, trying to get another player to pair alongside Cooper Flagg, Derrick Lively, all of our young guys. But nothing was able to go through on day 1. On day 2, just yesterday, Nico Harrison was added again, trying to get back into the draft. And when that didn't work, he still had a few tricks up his sleeves, as he did sign 2 players to 2-way deals. One of them being Miles Kelly out of Auburn, but the other player being Ryan Nembhard, the younger brother to Andrew Nembhard of the Indiana Pacers. And although Ryan is only 6 feet, about 5'11", he did lead all of college basketball in assists, as well as being 5th on the all-time leaderboard for assists. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Ryan Nembhard, see how well he played in college. What would that look like for the Dallas Mavericks? Does he have an opportunity to impact our winning at the start of the season? And what would it actually look like on the roster? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before you start with today's video, we're currently sitting at 21,259 subscribers, getting very, very close to our goal of 22K. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all summer long with our free agent signings, our trades, rumors, and everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But the Dallas Mavericks have concluded their NBA draft, and on the horizon we have Summer League preseason, and then we got to wait for the actual season to begin. But just the last 2 days, the Dallas Mavericks have been making some pretty solid moves. Obviously, selecting Cooper Flagg with the number 1 pick, that was a very obvious move. And although a lot of people were unsure, even to the very minute, if Nico Harrison would stick to the script and get Cooper Flagg or go far left and get whoever else he may want, because defense wins championships. But even after we got Cooper Flagg, it was being reported that Nico Harrison was desperately trying to get back into the draft, trying to get another player to pair alongside Cooper Flagg. And one player whose name kept floating around was Tyrese Proctor, who did get drafted in the 2nd round from another team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. But Nico Harrison was trying to get him because obviously he played alongside Cooper Flagg. Why not get Cooper Flagg, a player that he just played with, that he knows there's a little bit of familiarity, to get him more adjusted to Dallas? And also, Tyrese Proctor also played alongside Derrick Lively, so it only made sense that that was our trade target. And during the draft on the 2nd day just yesterday, former Duke point guard Tyrese Proctor is still available, and there have already been 11 picks in the 2nd round. Proctor played with both Cooper Flagg and Derrick Lively while at Duke, and there was just everything was lined up for Proctor to come to Dallas. We got Cooper Flagg, we got Derrick Lively. All you got to do is tell your agents, I don't want to go to any other team, nobody select me, and then just sign with Dallas. But unfortunately, that is not what happened. I think Proctor was the one player that, aside from maybe a few guys that went out in the 1st round, Proctor was definitely a player that a lot of people wanted to see on the Mavericks, myself included. But if we take a look right here, well, like I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers with the 49th pick for the 2025 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Tyrese Proctor. So, unfortunately, we did not get Tyrese Proctor. A lot of people were unsure what Nico Harrison was doing, as our only draft pick was Cooper Flagg. We didn't get any of the 5 first-round picks from Brooklyn, but to be fair, no one else did. Brooklyn said, I got 5 first-round picks, I'm drafting 5 players. Now, whoever is going to be on the roster out of those 5 on opening night is to be determined. And although Nico Harrison didn't even get a pick in the 2nd round, doesn't mean he wasn't working. The deals probably weren't in place for him. Teams probably wanted too much or just didn't want to make any deals with Nico. After the Luka trade, we did find out that a few executives didn't really trust Nico moving forward. However, Nico had another plan, as he did sign 2 other players to 2-way deals. One of them being Miles Kelly out of Auburn, a 6'5" shooting guard who has a very good shooting form and very good efficiency, but we'll talk about him in another video. The other player, the player that in my opinion could definitely impact the Mavericks right away in any way, shape, or form, is Ryan Nembhard, the younger brother of Andrew Nembhard of the Indiana Pacers. We take a look right here. Just in, the Dallas Mavericks have agreed to a 2-way contract with Ryan Nembhard out of Gonzaga. And Ryan Nembhard, like I said, he's about 6 feet tall, 5'11" without shoes. That does raise some concerns. A shorter guard isn't going to be good on defense. And if we're going to live and die by the fact that defense wins championships, then why do you go after a player like Ryan Nembhard? Well, it's the fact that he led all of college in basketball in assists, 9.8 assists a game, while also averaging 10 points a game. That's very impressive. While playing for Gonzaga, he wasn't at some community college averaging 9.8 assists. He was playing for a very good school while averaging 10 points a game and 9.8 assists a game, which would be amazing for the Dallas Mavericks. And although he is smaller in stature, that obviously does not stop his ability to play make for others and to get guys set up. If we take a look right here, Ryan Nembhard, like I said, he averaged 10.5 points a game, 3 rebounds, but 9.8 assists while also shooting 44.6% from the floor. So he's an efficient shooter. He's a facilitator. He can obviously, for his last year of college, he was pretty much responsible for about 20 points per game. Either he was scoring or he was creating for other people. Now, he was a senior in college, so he has been in college for all 4 years, which sometimes is a turnoff for teams and other fans that, oh, you were in college for so long, you didn't declare for the draft, you're not that good. That's not the case. A lot of players like to stay in college for a few more years, try to polish up their skill set, but Ryan Nembhard is the real deal. 9.8 assists, that's the number one thing that sticks out to me. We all know the Dallas Mavericks need a point guard until Kyrie Irving returns. We are still going to get a point guard. I'm not saying Ryan is going to be the replacement, but he can definitely help us out. Whoever it is that we end up signing in free agency to help us at the point guard position, why not have Ryan Nembhard travel with the team as just a possible backup? And I understand, it's a two-way deal. Why are we getting so excited? But if we look at last season, our two-way guys kind of saved the day. When you got guys like Kai Jones, when you got guys like Brandon Williams, earlier in the season we had Jason Gortman, but also Kessler Edwards. Those guys stepped up big time and helped us out tremendously when things went bad. I don't think we're going to have a repeat of last season, but if someone like Brandon Williams, who can be a two-way player but earn himself into an actual NBA contract, then the same can be said for Ryan Nembhard, as well as Kelly, who we also signed as well. If we take a look right here, for his collegiate career, Ryan Nembhard averaged about 43.2% from the floor, as well as 34.7% from 3-on-3 attempts. The shooting isn't that bad. He obviously can score. He is a smaller guard. Like I said, 6 feet tall. And the NBA level, and even the G League level, it is a different story. We won't really know how this translates until we see him on the court. But that 9.8 assists, which he did improve upon. His freshman year, he was averaging 4.4 assists, and then 4.8, 6.9 when he transferred to Gonzaga, and then 9.8 in his final year of college, and that's absolutely amazing. Even if we don't ever need Ryan Nembhard for this upcoming season, that does not mean that Ryan Nembhard cannot be a part of the future. Ryan Nembhard with those 9.8 assists, that's the only thing I really care about. Facilitate the rock, get guys open. I think that could work well with Cooper Flagg, and that is something that the Dallas Mavericks will desperately need. If all hell breaks loose, the sky's falling, we don't know what's going on, sure, Ryan Nembhard at 5'11", he'll get the job done. But if we want to take a look at right here, Gonzaga's Ryan Nembhard has agreed to a two-way contract with the Dallas Mavericks, a source told ESPN. Number 59 prospect on the ESPN Top 100 led college basketball with 9.7 assists per game. Like I've been saying in the video, this man is the real deal. A point guard that may not be the answer right now, but he is an answer regardless if things go bad. If we're at the end of the season and we don't really care about these games, sure, Ryan Nembhard go out there and go crazy. If we have a repeat of last season and we're about to forfeit games, cool. We got a guy like this. And the last thing that we're definitely going to take a look at right here is that Cooper Flagg and Ryan Nembhard in Summer League. It cut out the graphic, but it was a picture of Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And I think that's going to be something that everybody's going to watch. Not just Cooper Flagg being in Summer League, but how well does everybody else look? Cooper Flagg likes to play well with others. He facilitates as well. He can play make. He's not a selfish player. But playing alongside Ryan Nembhard, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit too sold on. Maybe I'm a little too high on Ryan. But y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Is this a player that can definitely be a Dallas Maverick addition down the road? Or is it just a two-way player? There's nothing to be excited about. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.